Hi everybody, welcome to the Crime Hour. If you just watched Sagittarius and Leo, there was a common theme in the readings, and that's what I want to get down to the bottom of in this crime reading. I feel like there's more to the story that Spirit wants to tell us, so I'm just going to get straight into it, okay? What are you trying to tell us about here, Spirit? What is it that you're trying to expose about this situation today? What is this situation that you're trying to expose to us? What crime are you trying to expose? Let's see what's going on here, guys. Judgment in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody could be under harsh judgment here. A Queen of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles. Something about losing a lot of money, losing everything, losing out on some sort of inheritance or family generational wealth. A Knight of Pentacles. This could be a Queen of Wands at the bottom. This could have something to do with a lawyer, an expert. Let's see, why is Judgment in reverse here? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, so somebody is unhappy right now. They're dissatisfied. They're feeling like they're missing out. They're not getting what they want. They might have tried to swap something around, or they tried to say that there was a fight about somebody cheating or having multiple parties at the same time. What's the Ten of Pentacles reverse? The Three of Swords and the World. Somebody being heartbroken here. The Empress, somebody wanting to hold on to something, somebody wanting to hold on to some sort of money possibly. They didn't want to lose some sort of abundance here. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Justice. The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords, feeling extremely burdened. Somebody is feeling really weighed down and burdened. Or somebody communicated something to the justice system about a burden or feeling burdened. What's the Queen of Cups? This person took a risk. The Two of Swords in reverse, but this is being exposed now. Something can be seen clearly about a risk that this Queen of Cups took. Something stupid and foolish that was done here. A Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to get straight into clarifying this. Why is Judgment in reverse here? A Great Fortune. This definitely has something to do with a lot of money. Somebody getting a lot of money. Somebody got a lot of money out of something here. What's the Two of Pentacles? Despair. They're in despair. About what? About healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship. Somebody is in despair about somebody healing their heart. And something not being a twin flame connection, or somebody cannot balance something out. Something is not a union. Somebody does not complement someone else. What's the Five of Wands? A fight. This has to do with time. Something could have happened a long time ago. This could be something that is from the past. Some sort of a fight in the past. A fight about what? About somebody rekindling something. Somebody having a new phase and rekindling something. So this could be something from the past. Lies. Lies told in the past. I could be catching up to someone here. Lies told about a relationship. Yeah, that's kind of the theme of the day. Somebody lied and said that there was a new phase in a relationship, or that they were rekindling their relationship. But there's something here about a vacation that does not match their story. And it's because their story is not real, okay? Now they're under harsh judgment for some sort of money that they received. Okay, what's the Three of Swords? A King of Cups. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a King of Cups here that lied about something, or they lied about a King of Cups, and somebody being heartbroken about a King of Cups. What's the Three of Swords? The Runner. Somebody listening to their ego, somebody having a fear of intimacy. What's the Seven of Swords? A self-absorbed narcissist and a one-sided relationship. Yeah, so we have a self-absorbed narcissist here who lied about a betrayal, about love, welcoming love, meeting the one. Tell me about the World. A message of concern. Change. About somebody maybe traveling somewhere, maybe driving somewhere, okay? Or that something was changing in the community. A family room didn't want to be in poverty. What is this? Change in the community. About somebody dating, somebody meeting someone new, somebody planning, setting a date. Tell me more about this King of Cups lying. About somebody dating, paying for something, paying for something within a relationship, or a relationship or two people that are together paying for something. The Devil. What is that? A main male. There's something that a main male said about a relationship and some sort of money that they received, and they were not thinking clearly when they said this. They lied about a King of Cups and a relationship. And there's like damning evidence that proves that they all lied about this. It has something to do with a vacation. Yeah, that they wore a mask. That somebody hid something. Somebody lied. They omitted the truth. They omitted the truth here. Who's this Knight of Pentacles? What is that? Courthouse in reverse. This was some sort of a strategy so that they wouldn't have to go to court. They tried to avoid going to court for something. Yeah, that keeps coming out too as well. Something they communicated to the justice system about somebody being in bad health. They told the justice system that somebody is in bad health. Nine of Wands. Temperance. That somebody needs protection. Chariot. This has something to do with somebody traveling or driving somewhere or moving forward or somebody moving on. What's a Chariot? This is what they did to move forward, to come out of poverty. Something they communicated to come out of poverty or to get some sort of money outside of court. They did something to avoid going to court. They said something about trying to fix something, that they're working on something, that they're rebuilding something, working through something, fixing something. Heartbroken after a breakup, after a betrayal, after a breakup. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Had an expectation, or there's a Queen of Cups that had an expectation that somebody would be imprisoned. And a married couple and a child. A Queen of Cups had an expectation that a Queen of Swords would be imprisoned. But somebody wasn't home. Somebody wasn't at the house. Somebody wasn't at home. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out what that means. This house in reverse. It has to do with somebody meeting and conversing with friends. Meeting and conversing with a friend, coffee cup. Or it has something to do with what happened after someone left someone's house. It has to do with somebody being at a house where there was coffee, maybe, or you were meeting with a friend. Something about what they did after someone left the house, or after you left the house, when you were focused on yourself. Coffin. What's the Two of Swords in reverse? They lied about somebody going on a trip. And I feel like this is the damning evidence that they are full of shit. That they are full of fucking shit, up to the brim of it, really. They lied about somebody going on a trip, and they thought that this would help them in their case of getting someone, falsely imprisoned, when all it does is show that they are full of shit, up to the brim of it, really. The truth is coming out about somebody allegedly not going on vacation or something like that. Official person. Yeah, and this is what I want to figure out right now, because this is the same thing that's come out in Leo and Sagittarius. I feel like it's very important. So let's go. Look at all these cards, right? Okay, so let's see. Tell me about judgment in reverse. These people are under harsh judgment. For trying to press charges on someone. Or they wanted you put under harsh judgment. Pressing charges that somebody is obsessed. N. D. Pulled in for questioning. Who's pulled in for questioning? ND. ND. DN. Pressing charges, pulled in for questioning. Somebody went in for questioning. Somebody tried to press charges on someone, that somebody is obsessed with someone. And this is how they thought that they would get victory and success and get a lot of money using some sort of text messages. J. Information, because of information surrounding a trust fund. Because of information surrounding trust or a trust fund. Somebody local. Cryptocurrency and a hitman, because somebody here had received cryptocurrency to get rid of someone, and they had information, or they didn't want this information to come out that somebody got cryptocurrency to get rid of someone. So then they tried to press charges on someone, claiming that you are obsessed, probably to deflect from the fact that they just got a bunch of cryptocurrency to take you out, right? An employee, money or a paper trail, because there was a money or a paper trail on them, maybe with some sort of cryptocurrency, that they tried to take you out. So they covered this up by trying to press charges on you. Okay, yeah. A, alcohol. A, Stalker. They try to press charges on you, claiming that you are an obsessed stalker. So now this whole shit show with the vacation makes more sense, right? So if somebody, presumably their ex, okay, somebody's ex, is going to the police or whoever, trying to press charges on you that you are an obsessed stalker, right? Because she's angry that her ex moved on or something like that. How does that look now that you're going on vacation with someone, okay? While she's out here telling people that she's actually working on her relationship, it's really giving me that kind of a scene, right? It's like somebody's ex running around town saying that she's not, because that came out in Sagittarius, that she's actually not separated or she's not divorced. She's actually working on her relationship with someone. And to get rid of the new person in someone's life, she's going to the police trying to say, oh, this new person is a stalker and they're obsessed, trying to get you in prison. So what, she can get her ex back? Is that what this shit is? And now you're going to get karma for this. Okay, because that's a little, I was going to say something else. That's a little girl move, okay? Yeah, here's the sign or the message for this little girl move here. That this ex is about to get karma for trying to ruin a relationship because she got left behind by trying to say someone is a stalker and obsessed. Yeah, gee, now it makes sense why. Now it makes sense why they lied about a vacation. Because if the feds or the cops or whoever she told this stuff to, okay, this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups or whoever this is, if they find out that you and your person actually went on vacation together, how does her whole narrative look? It looks like a fucking lie, right? Nobody's working out anything with this person, okay? She just can't get over the fact that someone moved on. And a neighbor. Oh, and a neighbor, okay? Is projecting a death. Or this is what they told someone's neighbors, maybe, okay? A restraining order, child support, court. So someone goes to court or tries to get a restraining order against someone claiming that you are an obsessed stalker. Whole time you could give two flying fucks about this person, really. Two flying fucks about them. And their obsession with you, right? Because that's what it is. This person is weirdly obsessed with you. If they are going this far to try and get a restraining order on someone's new person, just because they can't deal with the fact that their ex moved on from them and left them behind. Gee. I think this is a place. I think G is a place and not a name. Or it is a name. Or it is a name, maybe. But I think it also could be a place. Wi-Fi. A. Wi-Fi or wife. G-A. Did someone a favor. A did someone a favor. A did someone a favor with some sort of drugs, okay? Yeah, okay, now I'm starting to understand what this is. This is this weird restraining order shit again. This is this weird, crazy ex obsessed with someone, trying to take someone out and get rid of them. That's this shit again, okay? So let's see, what is going on here with this vacation? What is it that they try to switch around? Two of Pentacles. A crime of passion and a doctor. They tried to press charges on someone saying that there was a crime of passion. Beauty industry and an accountant after lying about a relationship, right? So this is someone's ex. running around telling people that they're still together with you, okay? Yeah. And saying that there was a crime of, that was the plan anyways, okay? The plan to say that there was a crime of passion, to have someone out of the way, right? Okay. Plan with the UK, a video, online business, phone call, online business, video. What is this? Plan. Plan on the dark web, deal, dark web deal. Has been traced back. Oh. So some sort of a dark web deal and a plan has been traced back. What do you mean? What's been traced back here? It has been traced back to M. And now M is enraged. M is enraged for doing shit on the dark web and getting caught. Heart chakra. Yes. Yes. Yes, M is having heart palpitations and is angry because his dark web or her dark web dealings, M, have been traced back to them. Oh no. Okay. Fake profiles. Yeah. Also something being traced back to someone that works for a government agency. Yes. M. Government agency dark web, huh? And something about a ring or jewelry. Pharmacy, mental illness. A doctor and a pharmacy. Will and this. Nudes. So they're trying to switch something around here by claiming somebody got a ring. Okay, so maybe that's how this ex is trying to do it, right? She's trying to pretend that somebody gave her a ring, and that's supposed to allegedly prove that somebody's coming back to her. Okay, I guess. They're trying to say that somebody is mentally ill, and somebody thinks that because daddy works for the government agency, nobody's gonna find out here, enraged M, that everything that they've been doing on the dark web is being traced back to them, okay? Or they think they can hide it here, their plan, their master plan. Yeah, something on camera. A transfer, a camera transfer. A breakup. So they tried to switch something around here with a breakup. So because someone's ex couldn't handle the breakup, they then tried to break up you and the new person or something like that. And here's their warning about trying to say that someone is jealous, because who's really jealous? Who's really jealous? The new person that doesn't even know what the fuck is going on, or someone's ex that is trying to press charges and fake restraining orders and trying to get someone taken out with a hitman? Who's really jealous here? Jealous of a breakup. Who's jealous of the breakup? I think that they're projecting. They're switching something around, Two of Pentacles. So they're trying to say that the new person is jealous of the ex. The whole time it's the ex jealous of the new person, right? Offshore account. This has to do with a robber. This has to do with M. Somebody that's retired and M. And somebody stealing something. Robbery. Alone. A judge. This has to do with a judge. A retired judge. This has to do with them thinking that they're going to get their fake case through because they're working with a retired judge. M. Spell work in court. A. Okay, interesting. A passport. Foul play with money, root chakra. So up here, that's what this is. This is them lying about somebody being jealous of someone's relationship, right? Somebody being jealous, obsessed, and being a stalker of a relationship that doesn't even exist. And now this vacation is going to fuck it up. So you going on vacation with your person, okay, is going to prove that this ex is a liar, okay? That's what this is. Sacrifice. Sacrifice mental illness. Who's mentally ill here, huh? Who's mentally ill? For making this deal, a catfish deal. So they made a deal with to be a catfish profile, gift or present. So they made a deal with a catfish profile. L, no. No, never mind. No, they made a deal with catfish, food or drinks. So they made a deal with food or drinks, L. What do you mean they made a deal with food or drinks? Bad news for a lawyer, sacral energy, because they didn't want to get bad news with this lawyer thing that they got going on, or they got bad news from a lawyer, or they were going to get bad news with this lawyer restraining order here, so they made a deal with a catfish profile. Street drugs, M, postbox. M, postbox and drugs, huh? Or is it W? MW or M? Something with the mailbox, something about drugs. So then they made a deal with some sort of drugs and food or drinks because someone's ex didn't want to get bad news from her lawyer or from a lawyer. This has something to do with this fake profile. And a kidnapping. Asia. Or someone's child created a fake profile and that was part of the deal. And this is very significant for some sort of a geolocation in Australia, because it ties into this contract somehow. Australia, A. And now a landlord, real estate. This has to do with somebody's house, someone's landlord, real estate, F. Okay. This has to do with a landlord, real estate property, somebody stealing someone's mail, postbox. Because of bad news from a lawyer, or they were going to get bad news with this lawyer or this contract, some sort of a contract that was sent via the mail that was then stolen out of the mailbox. Landlord, real estate. And the deal was to then put some sort of shit in some sort of food or drinks because of the whole deal that they had going on with this catfish fake profile, right? Something like that. Okay. Food or drinks? The deal with the food or the drinks, huh? What's this? What's this food or drinks? Driving under the influence, K. Food or drinks, K. Pharmaceutical drugs. Something counterfeit, national. Why is food or drinks here? Because they tried to roofie someone here to cover up that they lied about a pregnancy or something about a pregnancy. They tried to tell CPS that somebody is intoxicated. They tried to tell CPS that somebody is intoxicated. Confession. They tried to tell CPS that somebody confessed to being intoxicated. A witness recording. A witness recording? So a witness made a recording of a confession? A hacker is exposed now. And now the hacker is exposed. Now the hacker is exposed here, B, because somebody was not home because they were in Belgium. B, they were in Belgium. They were in some letter that starts with the letter B, some place that starts with the letter B, huh? They made a deal. A sex dealer? And something about a chronic illness. And a prescription. So they tried to say that you have a chronic illness and you take a prescription medication for it. And they're claiming that there's a witness that has a recording because there's a hacker that's exposed. But what's actually going to expose them is that you were not home because you were traveling to a place with the letter B. Okay. What else? Something about this, opioids. H, surveillance. Or they try to put something here in someone's food or drinks. So it's like, okay, so after somebody tried to put something in your food or drinks and you left the house, or they couldn't roofie you with this shit. So after somebody couldn't roofie you by slipping some sort of KH opioids in your coffee cup or in your drink or in your food, after that, you were supposed to go traveling, or you did travel. You were not home. House in reverse, you were not home because of the letter B. Testimony, and they didn't say this in their testimony. Blackmail, South Pacific, specific, South Pacific, specific. Somebody's being blackmailed with a testimony they made. R. Yes, somebody's being blackmailed with a testimony that they made, yes, because of something to do with an online business and the UK. What do you mean? What is this? Online business UK. Possessed by a demon. No. No what? No relationship. Oh, no relationship. So whatever this was, I'm getting here, okay? Whatever this was, where somebody was going to roofie someone by putting something in their drink, somebody being a hitman, okay, going to put some sort of drugs in your drink or in your food to get rid of you. They were going to make it look like you did it to yourself. That's what came out at the end, right? They were going to try and make it look like you did it to yourself because you were sad and upset about a breakup or about a lover or something like that, right? That's what they were going to say. And then right after this lie and this setup doesn't work, you end up going on vacation, right? Stolen. Something about a threat. Stolen. A threat. What do you mean stolen? Airplane, P, airplane and P. PN, Wi-Fi, A, PAN, PAN, ANP, PAN, plane, airplane, Wi-Fi, airplane Wi-Fi, airplane Wi-Fi. Somebody could have done something using airplane Wi-Fi. That's so interesting. Airplane Wi-Fi. A store employee, G. G with a death certificate. G with a death certificate could have done something using airplane Wi-Fi. The text messages on a phone. The text messages on a phone were sent on airplane Wi-Fi. So maybe B is somewhere else, like Barcelona, the South. Somewhere in the South, huh? Good news. Airplane Wi-Fi. Text messages protected by angels. International travel. Somebody flying internationally. Oh, so maybe Barcelona wasn't so far off, right? Maybe somebody flying international, airplane Wi-Fi. Somebody sent some sort of text messages using airplane Wi-Fi, international travel. Kidnapping, contract, West Coast. West Coast contract. This was premeditated by someone who works a trade job. Somebody who works a trade job did something premeditated with a contract. Somebody on the West Coast, throat chakra. This has to do with some sort of clothes and an STD and an online business. That's the smoking GUN is B. So the smoking GUN is either Barcelona or Belgium or Bali. I don't know. Someplace with a B. Jail or prison, the Midwest. Paying. What else do we need to know about this? It has to do with a cleaning service. Manipulating something about someone's choices using some sort of GPS. Something can be GPS tracked. The choices that someone made couldn't be GPS tracked. Cleaning service. It has to do with someone's home, mortgage, Australia. A landlord. Birth certificate. Third eye pictures. Third eye pictures. Birth certificate. Again, with the weird birth certificate or Barcelona. Third eye. Something about someone's testimony. South Pacific, Australia. Again, a meeting. Backfire. Somebody sold their soul here with a device and an injury. GPS tracking a device. Anything else? N. this all ties in with some sort of a letter. It all ties in with a letter about a ring or jewelry. VN, or again, VPN maybe. Again, maybe VPN. Pharmacy, VPN, a letter, a ring or jewelry, tax evasion. Yes, government agency. Yes, government agency. I don't know what this means. M. Yes, M, government agency. VPN, a ring or jewelry, a letter. What do you mean? It has to do with a financial crime and an attack, or it has to do with them trying to get all this money here at Great Fortune by lying about an attack. It has to do with someone's office. What somebody was doing at the office, a tax office. Somebody doing something at the tax office, emails. Financial crime, an attorney. This has to do with an attorney at the office, taxes, an attack, and a financial crime, and something they were trying to get through court. L, broker money. Again, BRL, money. Is this freaking Barcelona? I'm not even kidding. Barcelona. Perjury. D, and the motive. What was the motive here? The motive for some sort of perjury with D has to do with someone pressing charges. This has information about B, information about buying, information. Why do I feel like it's either Barcelona or Belgium or some place with the letter B? Those are just the first two coming to mind here, okay? Organized crime. With a judge. There is definitely a corrupt judge or somebody that works for the judicial branch involved in this mess setup. It has to do with robbery. It has to do with stealing a letter, stealing a document. Yes, M. Yes. Yes, M. Yes, there is a crooked judge involved and somebody's name with the letter M. Or yes, M. Yes, Belgium. I don't know. Yes, that place. I don't know. Traveling to Belgium, Barcelona, one or the other, guys, okay? Or someplace with the letter B. Pharmacy. P. And a doctor. And a doctor. Traced back. What do you mean with a doctor? Google search. They wanted some sort of compensation here. Google search. They wanted some sort of compensation from a document by trying to frame someone as a crazy obsessed stalker by lying about a doctor, and they did this with the letter P. Water. P water? P water? Like what? Like a pregnancy test? Water. P water. P test. P and water? Is that like a pee test or what? A pregnancy test? Undercover custody. International bank account number, meth. Somebody is innocent from some sort of abuse. Meth abuse. A doctor. Cyber stalking. E. Cyber stalking E. Okay. I want to know about what they told the justice system here to avoid something from going to court. Knight of Pentacles, courthouse in reverse. They communicated something here to the justice system. D, motive. Something about the motive of D. Okay. A judge. What was something about the judge's motive? What do you mean the judge's motive? Tell me about the judge's motive here. Tell me about this judge's motive here. To say that somebody is running away. E. That someone ran away. Custody, Russia, money laundering. The motive for someone that's Russian to go to a judge and say that somebody ran away. Some sort of screenshots. Dark web, because of what they were doing on the dark web. And they were angry. So the motive of the judge was because somebody was angry about something on the dark web being traced back to them. And some sort of money, crime, warning root chakra. So because somebody was warned when it comes to the money and a crime of passion. Nudes. Yeah, but look at this shit. Look at this shit. Why did they press charges and claim that there was a violent crime using a restraining order? Why did they do this? Like, what was the motive? Or what was the motive for the judge to go to back this shit? I don't know. Is that the question? They tried to press charges and claim there was a violent crime using a restraining order. Something about somebody being enraged about dark web nudes? The motive of the judge. Tell me more about the motive of the judge here. L. Something because of something that they bought using an international bank account number. Because they bought something on the dark web. A. Forensics. Because forensics could find out that A bought something on the dark web. A prosecutor or a district attorney, somebody was abusing their position as a prosecutor, or somebody claimed abuse with something to do with an attorney, and they were depressed because they were involved in buying something on the dark web. And they were angry. Bank, because of something to do with the bank. So it's like, if there's a judge involved in this, or somebody that works for the judicial system, or somebody that's an attorney in some sort of way, or a prosecutor, this person was angry because of something being linked back to them when it comes to a bank. Trace back. Money can be traced back to them. Solar plexus. Something about paying for prostitutes. Paying prostitutes. Paying for nudes. So some sort of a judge or prosecutor was paying and buying nudes and prostitutes. and traced back. And they knew this could be traced back to them. F. N. FN. That's why they made the plan with FN and L. That's why they made the plan with FN and L, because of what is this, like is it a judge or a prosecutor? The setup with M. The setup with M. Identity fraud. And perjury. So is there's a judge or a prosecutor involved in this setup as well? Yeah, there is, because it's organized crime. Okay. Court. This is a court official. This is a court official. So it could be a judge, a dirty judge, or someone that works for the court system in some sort of way. Organized crime with court. So the motive for this judge to help with this restraining order and this fake restraining order, or possibly stealing this mail or making sure this document never reaches someone's hands, is because they have some sort of a money trail on them when it comes to the dark web or buying nudes or something to do with M and forensics. They didn't want forensics to trace something back to them. That's why they helped in trying to get someone set up here in the court system, putting someone in prison as an innocent person, because this person's just fucking corrupt and shouldn't even be working in the court system. Okay. P. Water. Again, water pipes. Water pipes or pee water. Because they're projecting. This is someone that's local. Someone that is local that is projecting something onto someone else. Because they're possessed by a demon. And SA wants revenge. Okay, so SA is possessed by a demon. And they want revenge really, really bad because they're a corrupt judge or a corrupt court official who should lose their fucking job because they're out here paying for nudes and prostitutes, okay? Weirdo. And that's why they helped in this whole plan of a restraining order and a violent crime. The fuck is wrong with you, weirdo? Yeah, that's why they're lying. That's why they're lying about an account. And a gift, that's why they're lying about a gift or a present. Because of G, because of text messages from G. That's because of text messages from G, or text messages about G, or text messages of someone traveling to G, okay? Maybe that's the place, I don't know. That's why they're trying to send someone to jail or prison with some sort of text messages. Maybe G is a person, I don't know. But maybe that's who they're working with. A ring or jewelry. A ring or jewelry. That's why they're doing someone a favor with some sort of a ring or jewelry. Because they're busy trying to hack someone, because they're a fucking hacker. Because they're a dirty court official that's into hacking here with D. They're corrupt. This person is corrupt. Whoever this judge court official is, they're corrupt. A detective, and they told a detective that somebody is a witch, or they told a detective that somebody does tarot, or they're a witch. They're a witch. Stay away from the witch. I love that one, right? Just to get out of this hacking, just to get out of the fact that they're a dirty judge, a dirty official who's out here paying for news and prostitutes, okay? And they don't want their bank, they don't want forensics to find the evidence in the bank account, right? Okay, man. Okay, man. So this Queen of Cups was expecting someone to go to prison. Huh. SA, South America. Pressing charges. Pressing charges, huh? Queen of Cups in reverse. Or this Queen of Cups, whoever that is. Doing them a favor. So somebody said, I'll do you a favor and press charges. How about that? And now a Queen of Cups was expecting someone to go to prison. Because a prosecutor or district attorney said, I'll do you guys a favor and press charges. For what? For a financial crime, attack. Or they tried to get, this is a financial crime because they tried to cover up money that they got as a hitman and pretended that it was for some sort of an attack. Yeah. Right. Taxes. And this is someone's ex. A third party. Look at that. A third party. Somebody's ex. So someone's ex runs to whoever this dirty judge is, this dirty official, and says, can you help us press charges? I'll do you a favor and press charges here. Third party. C. Physical disease. And cyber stalking, okay? And so because this cyber stalker, or because this dirty judge, dirty corrupt official heard from someone's ex that you're a threat, they decided to put you under illegal surveillance and cyber stalk you. The fuck is wrong with you? Offshore account. And transferred something on someone's camera. Of a betrayal beauty industry. You. T. A loan. And then they received a transfer from a loan. No, never mind. No. Okay, what am I getting wrong then? Something about a friend, something about an illness. A friend. An illness, a mental illness, a physical disease. Forgery. Antibiotics. A hacker and pregnancy. Roofied weapon. Pregnancy hacker. Somebody made an offer to someone when it comes to sexting and food or drinks. What do you mean an offer? They made an offer to illegally wiretap someone and record someone, or I feel like this is an illegal wiretap. I feel like that's what it is, okay? Y for yes. Y for yes, okay. So this dirty, corrupt judge got an offer from someone to illegally surveil someone and wiretap someone or record someone or watch someone or track someone. And then they just ended up hacking someone because they're a fucking weirdo. Because they thought that someone was a threat and they wanted to put someone under illegal cyber stalking surveillance here. And they thought that this would stay a secret forever. A secret. And they thought it would stay a secret that they're a corrupt official that should lose their job immediately. W. They thought it would stay a secret that M is out here. M is out here doing weird shit with credit cards. Caribbean. Okay, what else? It's a judge. It's a dirty fucking judge or someone that works in that system. It's a court official. It's a dirty court official, a dirty judge. Solar plexus. That has some sort of evidence with an international bank account number that they're trying to cover up. A credit card. Something that they were buying here, money. Something they were doing with money here. And they're angry about it. What is it that they want to cover up here with the money? What is it that they're out here paying for, neighbor? What's this dirty judge, court official neighbor here from someone? A fucking stalker. So somebody's neighbor is a dirty ass court official who's a fucking stalker, who has a money or a paper trail on them and doesn't want to get found out for what? Asia, for something with Asians, huh? Okay. Something in Asia. Oh, for cyber crimes. Cyber crimes, huh? Dirty judge, dirty court official neighbor here. What kind of cyber crimes? I cannot even make it up. It says someone's fucking neighbor. Landlord neighbor. They made an investment. They're an investor into what? Metadata. Go and look at that metadata of this neighbor here, okay? Who commits cyber crimes, Canada. Because they're a weirdo stalker. B. Blackmail. Now they're being blackmailed. Why? Because they don't want to lose their job. They should lose their job. Backfire. It's going to backfire in your face anyways. Third eye. Third eye. Pictures. Some sort of pictures are about to backfire on this weirdo stalker cybercrime criminal here. Meeting birth certificate. Because they met with someone for this organized crime. And because they're corrupt, so they met with someone because they're organized criminal and they're corrupt. Because they don't want anybody to find out what they're doing on the internet here with nudes, right? Forensics and nudes. That's their motive. That's their motive. That's their motive. That's why M is trying to set someone up. Or that's why they're trying to set someone up because of M. What kind of shit is M looking at here on the dark web, huh? What kind of nudes? If they're so fucking terrified of anything being traced back to them, what is M looking at on the dark web, huh? Fucking nasty. Really, you're disgusting. Here's your warning. Here's your warning, you predator. Really. Custody. You're gonna get taken into custody anyways. Yeah, I bet this person's angry about the karma they're about to get. I bet they are. I bet they are. DNA test. That's why they made that is why they made this deal with somebody's real estate property and something with a relationship. That's why they made this deal. With life insurance. Oh, that's why they made a deal for life insurance. For life insurance. That's interesting. What fucking life insurance, man? Mortgage. That's why they made a deal for life insurance. Why? That's why they made a deal for hacking. This is the motive. behind the choices that they made. Their motive is something on the dark web, something with M, something with money, something with nudes that they pay for. That's their motive. L. I cannot fucking make it up. I just said it too. Because of something that they like to pay for that's on the dark web. What kind of nudes on the dark web? Nasty. L. You fucking perv, really. Phone post box. A phone that was sent through the mail. There was a phone that was sent through the post box. A phone sent through the post box. Interesting. Online business. A phone sent through the post box has to do with M. Somebody sent a phone in the mail. M. This has to do with M, online business, and drugs. A fake profile. A deal for fraud. A deal that they made for fraud in a home. Don't tell me it's because this little selling receipts. To get some sort of fake receipts that somebody is selling something. What the hell is this person doing on the dark web that makes them go this far? PRN. Injury. What does this person spend their money on here? Root chakra stolen. Yeah, that's disgusting. There's definitely something really nefarious that this person is covering up. Maybe that's why, I don't know, they need all these VPNs and all these untraceable things and No what? Oh, they need it for this. That's what they need it for? So somebody got a phone sent to them through the mailbox, and then they stole the phone and they're sexting on it, or what? Hacker. Police? What about the police? A police report. What about the police? The police, they need some help. The police need some help because of a VPN. What do you mean the police needs help with a VPN? Cartel. The police needs help with a VPN. Because something is national, because they made an agreement. The geolocation has to do with SI. The geolocation of SIIS has to do with some M being sent a phone in the post box. This person is a fucking thief that's trying to bind something to someone else. What's this? Is this someone's child that's trying to get away with something? Or is this what they've been doing on the dark web? Huh? Secret? What do you mean, child? T. I. Pulled in for questioning. IT. Roofie. Gossip and slander. Crime. game over. Yes, it's game over for you, okay? That's why they've been trying to gossip and slander about someone, trying to roofie someone, trying to commit a crime against someone because somebody doesn't want the IT department to find out about something with a child or their child, or the fact that they are a thief, and they made an agreement with a geolocation by having a phone sent in the post box for sexting, and police need help with the VPN because of a phone sent through the post box, apparently, okay? Okay, something is counterfeit here. BHK, baby, H, foreclosure, something to do with a baby, BHK, oh my God, okay. So what's coming out here? What is everybody going to see clearly about this Queen of Cups trying to imprison someone here? What's going to be, or whoever this Queen of Cups is, could be you, I don't know. What's going to be coming out to light here, Two of Swords in reverse, about somebody trying to put someone in prison, falsely imprison someone? What the fuck? Neighbor, huh? B, Canada, B. Pictures, R, BR, pictures, backfire. Mortgage, pictures of a home. That's the motive. What? Selling amphetamine? Okay. National. Trying to press charges on someone because they're part of a secret society, or because they're trying to keep something a secret here. Or maybe BR is Barcelona again. Or they're trying to keep a secret about a bunch of drugs. Okay. What's this? International airplane. Okay, trace back. A restraining order. P. Revenge. What is this, like sexting texts? So they can't trace it, right? So they can't trace back. Who is the other person texting someone? Check some sort of airplane Wi-Fi. I don't know. That seems to be coming out. Money. Europe. Europe detective. Check the airplane Wi-Fi. Who was flying in an airplane on that day? Who paid for some airplane Wi-Fi? I don't know. Maybe it's that person texting some shit on a phone. Okay? This has to do with something they invested into with someone's landlord or neighbor or in someone's house. The choice that they made because of choices, because what they're trying to cover up is choices that they made on the dark web. That's what they don't, that's the motive for this corrupt, nasty judge and his whole fucking family, okay? Here's your warning. H. surveillance of South America or surveillance of S&A, doing someone a favor here. They're trying to cover up this sabotage because of what they like to search on Google or what they like to search on the dark web. They want to cover up what they like to look up on the dark web, huh? That's why they took this bribe. You're disgusting. That's why they premeditated something here with opioids. Because of, or that's why they said something about someone having an affair because of their IP address. Because they're a hitman, okay? That's why. Yeah, they did something because they're a fucking hacker. Maybe that's what they do on the dark web. Maybe they, yes, maybe this is a professional hacker, right? Maybe they sell their hacking services on the dark web or something like that. Who knows, right? Yes, hacker. That's why they did something here with this, because of what they do on a phone. This person pretends like they have a chronic illness, but in reality, they're just a fucking hacker, okay? Yeah, this narcissist definitely said yes to this transaction. T, getting pulled in for questioning for T. Help. They want to pretend like they're helping with some sort of medical records. This person is not fucking helping. If this judge comes into the police and says, yeah, I'm here to help, they're not fucking helping. They're misleading the case, okay? That's what they're doing. Not home. Talking about somebody being not home. Is falsified and fabricated. E. They're trying to make someone else a sacrifice here when it comes to some sort of clothes and the hospital. Or maybe they're trying to say, no, I wasn't home on this day because I was in the hospital. They're lying. S is lying. Meth. S and M, lying. I just said it too. Look who comes out. This is why they're lying. This is why they're lying. M. Because of this person's IP address, and I swear what this person does on the dark web. That's why this is foul play, okay? It's somebody covering up. It's a dirty judge, just like the last couple of readings. A dirty judge covering up for their kid or their family member who does weird shit on the dark web, okay? They don't want it to be looked into, what they like to pay for or sell or the hacking or whatever the fuck they're doing in there, okay, in their fucking house. The things that they like to look for, Google search. And that's why they're helping with all this weird, crazy shit. I mean, what the fuck is actually wrong with people? I don't get it, but okay. I'm gonna leave it there, man. I'm gonna leave it there. A Virgo. A Scorpio. I don't even have all my cards. September. Sister. A Leo. A Sagittarius. Yeah, S. October and Aquarius, okay? Yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.